What up, YouTube? What up? Lakers eliminated from the postseason after just a wild game, I can say, yesterday. A wild game, which ended in Jamal Murray making a three. I said a three. A midi for the game. And then obviously Lakers had no timeouts. They had tried to rush up the court. And that didn't go so well. So I'm going to tell you what went wrong, what the Lakers should do in the offseason, because obviously now we have questions about almost everything going forward. D'Lo has a player option. I think LeBron has a player option. I don't know. And then obviously, like, they still have the team to win. I feel like the team built around them, like, still have LeBron. If they keep LeBron, they still got LeBron, AD, Rui, Austin. I think they still can. I think in the next 2 years they can still compete with LeBron. But again, LeBron is going to be regressing. But first, I want to talk to you about the game, obviously, because one, going into this game, Murray was dealing with calf tightness. He didn't look like he was going to play, but he ended up playing, obviously, who was actually the leading scorer in this game. And I'm looking at the game stats right now. The Lakers had 6 blocks. And it's crazy when looking at this. The one thing that stands out to me mostly is 3-point percentage and free throw percentage for the Lakers. You shot 29% from 3, 67% from free throw, while the Nuggets shot 42% from 3 and 89% from the free throw. So when you look at that, it kind of speaks for itself if you really put it in perspective, where if you really hit your free throws, this could be a whole different game. But I want to talk about also Game 4 and how the Lakers even prevailed to even get into this moment where they're in a Game 5. When you were looking down the stretch with how the Lakers were running their offense, it was low-key weird for how they did it into yesterday's game compared to Game 4, where in Game 4, they would have LeBron as the... I don't know if you would call it baseline to baseline because he wasn't really doing it, but he would be the cutter. Okay, the cutter off the pick and roll. So it'd be D'Lo running the point and AD at the power forward at the center position running the pick and roll with him. And what would happen is they would love to get Jokic out in the pick and roll. When Jokic either played down or played up, no matter what, D'Lo would hit AD on the roll and LeBron would be cutting back in towards the hoop where the rotate man or whoever was guarding LeBron would push in on AD and LeBron had a free gateway to the basket. And it was really working for the Game 4, which is why I think they prevailed in the clutch. And I really think in this game, they kind of went away from it. They didn't really run that play often. It looked really like someone just trying to be the hero and trying to hit the clutch shot, where it was a couple bad possessions down the stretch. I didn't really like Austin Reeves' take on Jokic that one play where he did the little bump fade. I didn't really like that play. There was also still a couple bad shots they took in the clutch, which really kind of killed them. And when you look at this Lakers squad, right, and how good they really should be with this team, but now after the season, you have to worry about contracts and all that. So as of right now, I'm just going to go over what the contract situation is looking like for the Lakers next season, or who's at least locked up to be on the team next season. We have AD. D'Lo has a player option. I don't know why it's saying he's locked up, but I'm pretty sure he has a player option, so he's not fully locked up. Rui's locked up for the next 2 years. Austin Reeves is locked up. Gabe Vincent, Jared Vanderbilt. Jalen Hood-Schifino, it looks like is locked up, but I think he's a two-way player, which is a player that plays in the NBA and the G League, if you didn't know. And then it looks like Christian Hayes, Jackson Hayes, and Cam Reddish all have player options. So when you look at this, it's going to be a really little bit of tough for the Lakers in the offseason because obviously you could end up losing D'Lo for nothing. You're losing Taurean. Taurean Prince is actually their only good bench player, so I could say Taurean Prince was... That's a big... I want to say a big loss because, again, it's coming off the bench, so you could kind of replace it. but and then you're losing maybe Christian Wood, Jackson Hayes, and Cam Reddish, which is a lot of bench depth that you're losing. And you're also losing Spencer Dinwiddie, who you signed on a 1-year trial, basically, which is going to kill you guys probably later in the offseason, but you probably still get LeBron. I don't think LeBron will probably opt out of his contract. It's $51 million, unless he takes a pay cut, which I highly doubt. But I think LeBron will probably accept it. D'Lo is where it gets shaky. I do think D'Lo will decline his player option and either try to get more money or maybe leave. But if that happens, the Lakers, I would hope, because I don't know if they have bird rights. Like Max Christie, for example. Max Christie's contract is up. In my opinion, I think they should keep Max Christie. I think he's a good bench depth piece where he could probably develop. Again, he's only 21. So I think he could develop into a good role player. He can play defense. He can shoot. He can really do what a normal 3-and-D player should do. So I think you keep him, and I think since he's still on his rookie deal, you have his bird rights still, which you can still re-sign him, and if he tries to leave, you can match it. If anything, do a sign and trade. And then same thing with D'Lo is I don't know, since D'Lo's 28, I don't know if he still has his bird. I don't think they have his bird rights, because I'm pretty sure, I forgot how they acquired D'Lo, but I'm pretty sure it was via trade. So I don't know if they would have his bird rights. I'm not positive. I'd have to fact check that one. But speaking of LeBron, it just said Lakers want to extend him. Hopefully they do. If he doesn't extend the play option, then it gives them a reason to extend. But with going into next season, you're $178 million with cap. I don't know how much cap they have, but damn, I just realized how much Anthony Davis is getting fucking paid. But yeah, the Lakers, again, they still have the roster to build, like to win. I think Jared Vanderbilt's a good piece. Austin Reeves, I think all of them are good pieces. But now for the Nuggets. The Nuggets came into this game up 3-1. Jamal Murray was hurt, as I said in the beginning. He didn't really need to play. I was surprised he even played, because you're up 3-1. I think you can sit him out for a game. But again, it is also playoffs, so you kind of want to get out there as soon as possible. Get out of the round as soon as possible, especially with the Timberwolves already out the playoffs, who they play next, which I actually can't wait for that series. But as a Nuggets fan, there is some screws I think could tighten up. The bench scoring, definitely. The bench scoring hasn't been as good as it was last year with Bruce Brown coming off the bench. It hasn't been that good. I'm pretty sure they weren't even averaging that much. Let me look at the box score and see how many bench players scored for them. So you got a little bit. What's that? 8, 10, like 13, but I don't think that's going to hold up if you're more into the postseason, where you verse the more tougher teams. But if your big three is scoring 26, 25, and 32, maybe you can get away with it. But as I'm looking at the minutes, you could tell it was a really tough game for them to even pull out. You had 46 from Aaron Gordon. 46 from Aaron Gordon, 46 for Michael Porter, 41 for Jokic, and 41 for Murray. But with the Nuggets, I do think, again, there is some twos and some screws they need to tighten up. Some on the defensive end, because there was some rotations I really didn't like. And obviously, again, the bench scoring, I don't think that has to get better. Especially now when you're going up against the Timberwolves, who have the 6th man of the year, who can go get a bucket and provide for their team. But now, I don't know how the Nuggets played the Timberwolves earlier in the season, because a lot of people are saying the Timberwolves had the best chance of beating the Nuggets because, and I mainly saw this from Rondo, because he was like, any team that probably has a chance of beating them in a 7-game series is the Timberwolves. And the reason why is because they have so many bigs they can fire at Jokic. They have Naz Reid, Rudy Gobert, and Cat. Now, lately, no. The Timberwolves have been excellent. Anthony Edwards has been amazing for for the Timberwolves. Why is it not showing me the regular season games? I feel like I'm not looking at my fucking phone. Hold on. I'm trying to find a game they played so I can like look at it, see what the box score was, see what happened. But I can't find anything. Okay, so it looks like they split. I think they went 2-2. It looks like, which, bro, why am I having an ad, bro? What the fuck? Hey, can I just get the box score, bro? That's all I want to see. Thank you. Jesus. So this one game I'm looking at, I think it was the most recent one they played. Nuggets won by 9. It looks like Anthony Edwards 25, Rudy Gobert 15 rebounds. Jokic with 41. Now I think this is what's gonna kill them, right? Jokic is so good offensively where he doesn't. I don't know how to put this, but he doesn't need to foul bait to score. And he plays his game. He's like a bigger version of Luka. He plays his game at his pace. He's never sped up, but he's a more post player. In his he has such a soft touch around the rim, where if you don't block the shot, it's probably going in, which kills you. But where I do think the Timberwolves have their advantage is Anthony Edwards. I don't think anyone on the Nuggets is going to be able to guard him. I don't know who you're going to put on him, but I do think they still match up well, the Nuggets with the bigs of the Timberwolves. You have Jokic who can guard AG, who I think is a good matchup on Cat. I feel like I don't think it'd be too bad. Murray on Thing, and I think you run Caldwell Pope on Anthony Edwards, which I would say is a good matchup for the Timberwolves, definitely, especially after Caldwell Pope just injured his ankle. So we'll probably see what happens with his ankle heading towards the series, but hopefully, because I can't wait for this series. I think this is gonna be the best second round series there is. But that's really all I have. I really just want to talk about the Lakers' future, and I ended up also talking about the Nuggets and what they're about to do. But shit happens. So I'm gonna catch y'all though. Next video, hopefully out tomorrow. I want to do back-to-backs, but hopefully I do. Hopefully my mindset is right. I'm gonna catch y'all though. Peace.